Gone in seconds. The devastating oil rig explosion and loss of lives. Disaster Diaries. In a catastrophic moment etched into history, the Deepwater Horizon oil drilling rig vanished into a fiery abyss, leaving behind a trail of devastation. This is the gripping account of Gone in Seconds, the devastating oil rig explosion and loss of lives. On April 20th, 2010, the serene Gulf of Mexico erupted in a tumultuous inferno, claiming 11 lives, shattering records, and triggering an environmental crisis of unparalleled proportions. Delve into the heart of this tragedy, where human ambition collided with the forces of nature, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape and a profound lesson in its wake. Make sure to watch till the end. On the fateful day, April 20th, 2010, the tranquil waters of the Gulf of Mexico bore witness to an unprecedented tragedy that would forever alter the course of offshore drilling history. The Deepwater Horizon oil drilling rig, a colossal engineering marvel, stood proud in the Macondo Prospect, a promising site for oil extraction. Operated by BP Exploration and Production, the rig was a hub of bustling activity, with workers laboring tirelessly in pursuit of the precious resource beneath the ocean floor. But on that ill-fated day, the rig's towering structure belched plumes of fire and smoke, announcing a catastrophic explosion that shattered the calm seascape. Chaos engulfed the platform as the flames raged uncontrollably, casting an eerie glow against the darkening sky. The deafening roar of the explosion was met with desperate cries for help and the frenzied scramble of the crew to escape the inferno. Amidst the chaos, the gravity of the situation became tragically apparent. 11 lives, dedicated men who had embarked on a perilous profession to provide for their families, were lost in an instant. Their dreams, aspirations, and the warmth of their presence were extinguished by the merciless flames. The Deepwater Horizon, once a symbol of human ingenuity and ambition, now stood as a charred and twisted wreckage, a solemn memorial to the lives it had claimed. As the initial shock subsided, the enormity of the disaster began to unravel. The explosion triggered a chain reaction that set in motion an environmental catastrophe of unparalleled magnitude. The Macondo well, compromised by the explosion, became a conduit for a relentless surge of crude oil, as if the very heart of the earth had been punctured. With each passing moment, millions of barrels of oil spewed into the Gulf, forming a sinister slick that crept across the ocean's surface, staining everything it touched. The ramifications of the disaster extended beyond the immediate loss of life and the destruction of the rig itself. The delicate balance of the Gulf's intricate ecosystem was disrupted, threatening marine life, coastal habitats, and the livelihoods of countless communities that depended on the sea for sustenance and income. As the oil spread its toxic embrace, cries of anguish resonated not only from grieving families but from a wounded environment that had fallen victim to human error and negligence. In the wake of the Deepwater Horizon explosion, the Gulf of Mexico became a battleground between human industry and the forces of nature. The ruptured Macondo well unleashed an unrelenting torrent of crude oil, transforming the azure waters into a nightmarish tableau of destruction. Over the course of 87 agonizing days, an estimated 4 million barrels of oil surged forth, defying all attempts at containment. The scale of the oil spill was staggering, shattering previous records and earning its place as the largest marine oil spill in history. As the oil spread across the Gulf's surface, it choked marine life, ensnared fragile ecosystems, and stained pristine beaches with a noxious sludge. The cries of seabirds struggling to fly, the desperate attempts of marine creatures to escape the encroaching oil, and the heart-wrenching images of oil-soaked shores bore witness to a tragedy of monumental proportions. Efforts to squelch the flow of oil and mitigate the environmental devastation proved to be a formidable challenge. Engineers and responders worked tirelessly, deploying intricate strategies and ingenious technologies to contain and remove the oil. Yet, despite their unwavering dedication, the scale of the spill overwhelmed their efforts, leaving a trail of ecological destruction in its wake. Before moving on, don't miss a moment of the gripping stories on Disaster Diaries. Hit that like button, share these eye-opening accounts, and subscribe for more riveting tales of human resilience and lessons from history's most impactful events. The consequences of the Deepwater Horizon disaster were far-reaching. Coastal communities that relied on the Gulf for their livelihoods faced economic turmoil as the fishing and tourism industries were decimated. The delicate balance of marine ecosystems was thrown into disarray, with long-term effects on the Gulf's biodiversity still being studied to this day. The tragedy underscored the fragility of our natural world and the profound impact of human actions on the environment. The legal landscape evolved over the years, punctuated by significant settlements and pivotal rulings. In February 2012, a $90 million civil settlement was reached with MOEX, Offshore 2007 LLC, a step towards addressing the financial toll of the disaster. A crucial court order in February 2012 granted partial summary judgment of liability for the spill, shifting the focus to matters of responsibility and negligence. The legal journey continued with the Fifth Circuit's decision in 2014, affirming earlier rulings on summary judgment and liability. A criminal plea agreement with BP Exploration and Production in November 2012 resulted in a $4 billion settlement, marking a pivotal moment of accountability for the corporate entity at the center of the disaster. As the legal process unfolded, other entities involved in the Deepwater Horizon incident faced their own consequences. Transocean Offshore Deepwater Drilling Inc., Transocean Deepwater Inc., Transocean Holdings LLC, and Triton Asset Leasing GmbH Transocean reached a $1 billion civil settlement and a $400 million criminal plea agreement in January 2013. These settlements were important steps towards addressing the collective responsibility for the tragedy. The legal battles, trials, and settlements delved into intricate matters of gross negligence, willful misconduct, and the extent of damages. These proceedings cast a spotlight on the intricate web of factors that culminated in the disaster, offering insights into the complexities of offshore drilling operations. Restoration initiatives encompassed a multifaceted approach, bringing together governmental agencies, scientific experts, local communities, and environmental organizations. The focus extended beyond merely cleaning up the physical remnants of the oil. It sought to mend the intricate tapestry of marine life, coastal habitats, and interconnected ecosystems that had been disrupted. Restoration projects ranged from reestablishing damaged wetlands and marshes to rehabilitating wildlife populations that had borne the brunt of the catastrophe. A significant source of guidance emerged from the National Commission on the BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill, which conducted a comprehensive analysis of the disaster and offered recommendations to inform future practices. The Commission's insights illuminated the complex factors that contributed to the disaster and underscored the imperative of preventative measures, industry accountability, and enhanced safety protocols. The legal fallout from the Deepwater Horizon disaster culminated in a series of historic settlements and penalties, reflecting the gravity of the tragedy and the collective commitment to accountability. In October 2015, a watershed moment arrived with the monumental $14.9 billion civil settlement reached with BP Exploration and Production. This landmark agreement aimed to address the extensive damages incurred by affected communities, ecosystems, and economies. The penalties meted out to various entities underscored the multifaceted nature of responsibility in the disaster. Notably, Anadarko Petroleum Company faced a $159.5 million civil penalty ruling in November 2015, further highlighting the far-reaching consequences of the incident. The financial ramifications extended to both criminal and civil domains. encompassing fines, penalties, and compensation to address environmental harm and economic losses. The sheer magnitude of the settlements underscored the unprecedented nature of the Deepwater Horizon disaster and the unwavering commitment to delivering justice and reparation. The disaster prompted rigorous reevaluations of offshore drilling practices, spurring the development and implementation of more stringent regulations and safety protocols. Industries across the globe began to scrutinize their operations, seeking to minimize risks and prevent a repeat of the Deepwater Horizon's harrowing consequences. As communities worked tirelessly to restore the Gulf of Mexico's vitality and heal its wounded ecosystems, the world at large remains vigilant, striving to learn from the past and forge a more sustainable future. The catastrophe underscores the need for continued innovation, research, and collaborative action to protect and preserve the Earth's fragile ecosystems. The Deepwater Horizon disaster stands as a somber testament to the complex relationship between human progress and environmental protection. It serves as a stark reminder that while technological advancements hold the potential for great achievements, they also necessitate a profound sense of responsibility and an unwavering dedication to safeguarding the planet for generations to come. As we navigate the road ahead, the memory of the Deepwater Horizon serves as both a cautionary tale and a catalyst for positive change, inspiring us to forge a more harmonious coexistence with the natural world. Thank you for joining us on Disaster Diaries. If you're hungry for more compelling narratives and insightful journeys, make sure to watch our other videos. Remember to subscribe to our channel and smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that bell notification icon to never miss an upload from us. I'll see you in the next one.